welcome back to match 4. This is Old Man Poole. We have won the dice roll. Take advantage of that. Pretty good hand here. We do have 2 tap lands, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we have some reasonable beaters in the Squatter's Devotion, so I think we're going to keep this one. Opponent mulliganing down to 6. Yeah, man, the mulligan bug is strong tonight. You guys are probably tired of me saying that, but it is true. We're going to do the Evolving Wilds first here, because I actually kind of want to pull lands out of the deck, I think. We'll go and get our mountain, but then we do have pretty perfect mana going forward. Alright, we'll just play our Stone Quarry, and we will pass back. We've got Fathom Fleet Border incoming this next turn. Ooh, white-green with Famished Paladin. Not something you super expect to see out of that color combination, but a fine card. I think we'll offer to trade. It obviously was a little bit of a bad tempo play for me, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. Actually think I'm okay with this. He doesn't have a way to gain life. It's not coming back. Yeah, those count. Alright. So we could play Squire's Devotion this turn, though. Fathom Fleet Border hits for quite a bit then. If he doesn't have removal, we're in a pretty good spot. If he does have removal, it's pretty bad for us. We can just keep the Fathom Fleet Border up. Yeah, maybe we want to do that. Famished Paladin doesn't do anything without them swinging anyway. Maybe try and bait out some removal. I don't know. I wonder if I wait too long on auras sometimes. I think I'm pretty conservative when I play them. That definitely might be the case. Raptor Companion. Fine. Not exceptional, but fine. Ooh, Bombard as well. I think this turn we are going to try and Squire's Devotion. We'll swing with our Fathom Fleet Border. If he multi-blocks, we've got a Moment of Craving to maybe make a mess of him. But I don't think he can really interrupt us with just a green and a red there. It's crazy how many sort of 3-color decks we've seen. Looks like my opponent is probably white-red splash, if I had to guess, but that's fairly obvious. I've got a combat trick here. I think if I'm my opponent, you might still play into it, though. Okay. Moment of Craving that guy. And then the Fathom Fleet Border is kind of scary when we've got a Bombard still as well. You want to attack with the Famished Paladin. It does not. Guess let's keep swinging. Do we just want to come in with the Paladin at this point? Probably. If we're trading for the Raptor Companion, I don't feel too bad about that. Opponent looks like he remembers the potential blowout from last turn, and he's not going to play around it. We do get to gain a bunch more life, though. He wants to swing with his Famished Paladin. I'm perfectly okay with that. Oh, yeah, we'll just kill it then. It's interesting that he played around it one turn, but not the next. I think we're a pretty big favorite here at this point, even with no more action in hand. That may have been a kind of a desperation play by my opponent. Since he was worried enough to play around it one turn, but then maybe he just Squire's Devotion is all he had. He's like, sometimes you play it just because you got to stick it, and if your opponent's got something, you're losing anyway. Queen's Commission, all right. And this is a lot of 1/1 lifelinks. You're seeing the power of Squire's Devotion here, though. I don't think we really need Ixalan's Binding, so we're not gonna. I guess maybe actually swinging there is not great. It plays around things like Fiery Cannonade. My opponent's probably not playing that with as many vampires as he has. And we do have an Anointed Deacon, so I think ours might get more valuable over time than his would. We are just getting Ixalan's bind. Oop, never mind. We're going to Chupacabra that guy. That was as it always is, a great draw. Man, this Fathomfleet Border has never gained anyone so much life before. We can snipe anything big here, force a chump block. We just go for it? We could. I feel like we can actually be a little bit safe, though. Maybe we should have just gone for it. What would he have? Can't have much. I guess he doesn't get to see Ixalan's binding, for what that's worth, although that's not really a card that you play around. I guess... well, I don't know. I guess Ixalan's binding is a card that you maybe bring in sideboard hate for. Okay, well, it was interesting, so... my opponent might be playing straight 3 colors this time, too. It was kind of funny, because he just played all white spells. I think he did kind of get throttled by just having 1 plains. But... vampires, I guess? White, green, red vampires. Okay. Did seem like my opponent didn't have a whole lot in the way of flyers, so it could be that Vampire Revenant's particularly good. Squire's Devotion seemed powerful, but my opponent didn't have tons either. I think it's going to be a fast game one way or the other. Are we going to end up racing? You might. Either have a Revenant or another Squire's Devotion. I think a Revenant might still be better. Again, I'm loath to bring in 2 of the Squire's Devotions just because it does lead to so many clunky draws. I like that change, though. Recover's good, but it's good when the games go long, and I think either of us could have the potential to have kind of a fast start, in which case it loses some of its splendor. Alright, man, we're having a string of good draws here. Didn't keep this one. What are we playing first? Don't need to find more lands, per se. I don't know. Might depend on what my opponent drops. Traveler's Amulet. I guess maybe we play Dinosaur Hunter. That's most likely to get in for damage. I don't think we have to play the Zealot quite yet. Like, the card advantage just isn't as significant as it can be. Alright, well, got that sweet Naya. It's funny, my opponent does not feel like a dinosaur deck, but that's usually the colors we see here. Swing for 2. I think we'll play the Direfleet Hoarder before the Zealot again. It just potentially means a little bit more damage. And again, I'm not sure we're desperately trying to draw into anything either. I think we're in a good spot, though. My opponent's had kind of a slow start. Traveler's Amulet often leads to sort of slow starts. It does fix your mana, but there's a bit of a cost. We've got some board presence. Okay, Uni's fine there. Good if he follows it up with another creature. It's not. Tolly. I like me in a Tolly. So I'm kind of glad he used it there before we're going to have the Revenant online, which we'd much rather keep alive. And a 3/1 flyer dies to literally anything. Bindings of a Vampire, Dusk Legion Zealot, you name it. So my opponent plays like... oh, do you have like Bombard, maybe? Okay. Fair enough. We did play into that. We didn't... did we know about it? I can't remember. We've seen a lot of Bombards through these games. Oh, another Revenant. We will keep up or press the attack here. Opponent cracking his Evolving Wilds in our main phase. Bold move. I Alright, and let's play the Do You Have a Second Removal spell game. Does not look like it. Uh-oh, this might be big. Hey, Atali, I remember you. So your opponent can't cast spells with the same name as the exiled card, but we can. So I guess Luminous Bonds, if we find a land, is probably better. Since this doesn't actually have a static effect, he's got like Hunt the Weak, he can still use it, but Ixalan's Binding will remove creatures with some sort of like triggered ability or some other dangerous thing too. And this is only when he attacks, so I think we're just going to use the Luminous Bonds. Keep up Moment of Triumph if my opponent does have like a second Mutiny or something. Tali's good. Uh-oh, this is another big threat. Verdant Sun's Avatar. Well, see, there's a triggered ability that we can get rid of. I think we probably do actually want to remove it. It's kind of just a big dumb dinosaur, but sometimes a big dumb dinosaur does a lot of damage. And I guess by damage I mean gains you a lot of life. So this is actually going to be like a completely neutral turn for us. We traded 1 for 1, he gained 5 life, lost 5 life. And we have to hope he doesn't continue having huge stuff here, because we are running out of removal spells. Raptor Companion is fine. Queen's Commission is a little bit less fine. Vampire Revenant's still getting the job done, though. Okay, still a little off Atali. Let's play our Dusk Legion Zealot here. I guess there's no way we're playing Bombard in addition, so we might as well tap the Unknown Shores in case we find like a Everdon champion. We did not. I think I will trade with the Hoarder. Should we swing now? I guess next turn we could attack with it. If he doesn't block, it's lethal. If he does block, we get to play Atali. So I guess we'll do it next turn. It's lethal because we have the Moment of Triumph in hand. Yeah, it's a sweet dino. Oh, I guess that's true. If he doesn't block, which is not real likely there. Sure, we'll trade. Do I want to use Moment of Triumph? Nah, I think I'm okay. I get 1 more treasure. We'll crack my opponent down to 5 and play a pretty big bomb. And still with some removal in hand. Who says that the Direfleet Hoarder treasure never does anything? Pleased to meet you. Bonded Atali? Meet unbonded Atali. So my opponent's got removal. We still have the Vampire Revenant. That's kind of sweet, actually. We don't actually have the land for Moment of Triumph. Truer tragedies have never been spoken. He doesn't have anything else, though. Moment of Triumph still kills him. Might as well swing at the Raptor Companion. I think we are just going to go for it here. Don't think it's real likely my opponent has anything. He probably would have killed this earlier. I think he probably top decked the Savage Stomp. Yeah. Okay. 3 and 1. I was all excited about the 4-0 for a second there, but no, we shamed ourselves last match. That's okay. See you guys for our 5th and final match here in a second.